Hey everyone, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today, we're tackling one of the most elegant and, let's be honest, sometimes intimidating pastries out there, the French macaron, but I promise you, with a little patience and the right technique, you can absolutely master these at home. We're going to break it down step by step so you can finally bake those perfect macarons with smooth, shiny tops, delicate feet, and that signature chewy texture. Ready? Let's get baking. First things first, mise en place. That S, just a fancy way of saying get all your ingredients ready and measured out before you start. For our macaron shells, you'll need almond flour, powdered sugar, granulated sugar, and aged egg whites. Why aged egg whites? Letting them sit in the fridge for about 24 hours reduces their water content, which helps create a more stable meringue. This is a pro tip that really makes a difference. You'll also need a pinch of salt and some gel food coloring if you want to add a pop of color. Now, let's prepare our dry ingredients. Grab a food processor and add your almond flour and powdered sugar. Pulse them together a few times. This helps to break up any lumps and creates a superfine, uniform mixture, which is the secret to getting that perfectly smooth macaron shell. Once you're done pulsing, you need to sift this mixture. And I mean really sift it, at least twice. I know it seems like a chore, but trust me, this step is non-negotiable for achieving that flawless, glossy finish on your shells. Any larger bits of almond that won't go through the sieve, just discard them. Don't try to force them through. With our dry ingredients ready, it's time to make our French meringue. In a very clean, grease-free bowl, start whisking your aged egg whites on a medium speed until they become foamy. Then, slowly start adding your granulated sugar, a little bit at a time, while continuing to whisk. Once all the sugar is in, crank up the speed to high. You'll continue whipping until the meringue is glossy, thick, and holds stiff peaks. This means, when you lift the whisk, the peak that forms stands straight up, without flopping over. This is the perfect time to add a drop or two of your gel food coloring. Just gently fold it in until the color is evenly distributed. Now for the most crucial part, the macaronage. This is the process of folding the dry ingredients into the meringue. Add about 1/3 of your sifted almond flour and powdered sugar mixture to the meringue. Gently fold it in with a spatula, scraping from the bottom and bringing it up over the top. Once it's mostly incorporated, add the rest of the dry ingredients and continue to fold. You want to be gentle but firm. The goal is to deflate some of the air from the meringue until you get a consistency that resembles slow-moving lava. A good test is to lift your spatula and let the batter ribbon off. If it flows in a continuous, thick ribbon and the lines disappear back into the batter within about 20 to 30 seconds, you've nailed it. Next, it's time to pipe. Transfer your batter into a piping bag fitted with a round tip on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper or a silicone mat. Pipe small, uniform circles, about 1.5 inches in diameter. Make sure to pipe straight down to avoid lopsided shells. Once you've piped all your batter, firmly tap the baking sheet on the counter a few times. This helps to release any trapped air bubbles, which can cause your shells to crack during baking. And now, we wait. This is another critical step. You must let the piped macarons rest at room temperature until they form a skin. This can take anywhere from 30 minutes to over an hour, depending on the humidity in your kitchen. You'll know they ready when you can gently touch the top of a shell and it's not sticky. This skin is what helps them develop their characteristic feet in the oven while they're resting. Preheat your oven to around 300 degrees Fahrenheit or 150 Celsius. Once they've formed a skin, it's time to bake. Bake for about 15 to 18 minutes. You can test if they're done by gently nudging the top of a shell. If it doesn't wiggle on its feet, they're ready. Let them cool completely on the baking sheet before you even think about peeling them off. Once cooled, you can fill them with anything you like: buttercream, ganache, or jam. Pair up the shells, fill, and then the final test of patience. Let them mature in the fridge for 24 hours. This allows the filling to soften the inside of the shell, creating that perfect chewy texture. And there you have it. Beautiful homemade French macarons. You did it. It takes practice, so don't be discouraged if your first batch isn't perfect. Keep trying, and you'll get there. Thanks so much for baking with me today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more recipes. Happy baking!